Hello fellow Tenno, if you have clicked on this video it means you're looking at how to farm Caliban. Well, look no further as I'm about to explain the best current method to farm and obtain the components required for you to assemble this warframe. Caliban's main blueprint is purchased from the market, and his component blueprints are acquired from Nama bounties after completion of the new war quest. One component blueprint is available as an uncommon drop. Which component is available is chosen randomly on every bounty refresh after 2.5 hours. The Nama bounties can be acquired from both Konzo on Cetus and Yudico on Fortuna. The bounties are all at a fixed level of 50 to 70, making these some of the harder bounties available. The components have varying drop chance with a maximum of 8.11% and a minimum of 5.45% per stage during these bounties. However, as only one component is available every bounty refresh, there should be plenty of opportunity to repeat the bounty until you have acquired the component you require. Next, let's go over the build requirements for each part of Caliban. The Neuroptics will require 3 Anomaly Shard, 12 Nama Isoplast, 10 Neural Sensor, 20 Trolloc Eyes, and 15,000 credits. The chassis will require 3 Anomaly Shard, 16 Nama Isoplast, 20 Mortis Horn, 10 Hezapam Alloy, and 15,000 credits. The systems will require 3 Anomaly Shard, 12 Nama Isoplast, 30 Breath of the Eidolon, 30 Hexanon, and 15,000 credits. And finally, once you've assembled all 3 of these pieces, you can build the Caliban main frame with 25,000 credits and 12 Orokin Cell. Before we end, let's go over the abilities for Caliban. Caliban's passive is versatile and resilient. Caliban and his allies within his affinity range gain adaptive armor that builds damage resistance against the highest damage type received from enemy attacks, stacking 5% per hit up to a cap of 50%. If Caliban or his allies do not receive damage for 5 seconds, their adaptive armor loses 2% per second until it is fully removed. Passive bonus value is displayed as a buff icon beside Caliban's hit point indicators. Impact, Puncher, Slash, Cold, Electricity, Heat, Toxin, Blast, Corrosive, Magnetic, Radiation, Viral, and Tau damage stat types stack with their respective resistances separately, and we will have different icons in the status bar. Caliban's first activatable ability is Razor Gyra. When cast, Caliban levitates and rapidly rotates to generate a tempest of lacerating energy spanning a radius of 12 meters around him. While active, Caliban gains knockdown and stagger immunity as Razor Gyra inflicts 500 slash damage per second and heals by 4 health per second for each enemy hit. Damage and healing per second are divided into 2 ticks per second, each with a chance to stagger and 10% slash chance. Enemies must remain in the range of line of sight of Caliban to be affected. While active, Caliban can accelerate his rotation by holding down the fire button, increasing damage by 100 for each second the hotkey is held. The stored damage continuously amplifies the spinning slash attack and grants single-use damage bonus to the dash impact attack. The accumulated damage is lost when Razor Gyra is deactivated or Caliban dashes to an enemy. While active, tapping fire while aiming at an enemy will cause Caliban to rapidly dash to them up to 50 meters away for no additional energy cost, dealing 500 impact damage plus the stored impact damage all in a 10-meter radius, inflicting knockback and knockdown effects on a variable strength. The stored damage is reset to 0 whether he impacts a target or not. The second ability is Sentient Wrath. Caliban expends 50 energy to stomp the ground and unleash a fan of sentient shockwaves that seek up to 16 targets within 22 meters. Each shockwave homes in on an individual enemy, inflicting 1,000 impact damage whilst lifting and making them 35% more vulnerable to all damage for 10 seconds. Next, we have Lethal Prograncy. When Lethal Progency is cast, Caliban expends 50 energy to cool down sentient reinforcements from above, deploying a single Conquilist at an available space up to 5 meters away towards the aiming reticule. The Conquilist is summoned at a variable rank level depending on Caliban's own Warframe rank multiplied by his ability strength, with a damage multiplier of 2.5 times and a health multiplier of 2 times, as it fights alongside Caliban for up to 25 seconds before self-detonation. While within 25 meters and in line of sight of Caliban, the Conquilist constantly recharges its caster's shields at a rate of 25 shield points per second, which overflow into overshields. The Conquilist will teleport within a radius of 10 meters around Caliban if it wanders beyond 40 meters away from him. Caliban can have up to 3 Conquilists active at any one time. Finally, we have Fusion Strike. This allows Caliban to expend 100 energy and expel 3 concentrated streams of pure energy from his chest core and hands, carving a swath of energized destruction over a range of 30 meters as he converges them in towards a single location on the aiming reticule. Each stream inflicts 5,000 blast damage to all enemies it contacts. Upon full convergence, the streams collapse into an explosion that inflicts 5,000 blast damage and violently pulls in enemies with a radius of 10 meters in direct line of sight, while leaving behind a field of fallout that envelops the targeted area spanning the same radius as the explosion. This lingers for approximately 15 seconds. All enemies that wander within the fallout field lose 50% of their armor and shields permanently. If you have made it this far into the video and would like to see a build guide for Caliban, please let me know, and I'll be happy to provide one for you. That covers just about everything there is to know on how to farm and obtain Caliban, along with a quick overview of his abilities. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this guide, please like and subscribe for more.